Hey cuties, what's up? We are back with some more reactions after dark, and we're finally back with some more Stephanie. We are going to be watching I Tricked the Cops, escaped from prison, and made it home in time for curfew, obviously by Stephanie Sue. Now that, of course, is a crazy title, so we assume this is a kid because they're talking about curfew, so a kid somehow escaped from, well, it's saying prison, but it's just, is it really prison? Is it just like jail or confinement? I don't know what you would call it, right? Yeah, we're assuming this is a kid that's doing this. Uh, yeah, finally back with some Stephanie stuff. I know it's been a while. Question mark. I don't know how long it's been. Last stuff we were doing was Chinaverse stuff, right? But then we did some Nick Crowley. Then maybe Lazy Masquerade. I don't know if we did Lazy Masquerade. We did Blame It on Jorge. The Void, going back to the classic because we haven't watched Void in months. Even though he's one of the originals that we were reacting to in the Rad series. But yeah, we're finally back with some Stephanie because we had to sprinkle some Stephanie in there, here and there, just because we got to. We're still trying to do the 25 days of Rad Christmas stuff, so we're at day 16 of Rad every day. Only a few more days left, right? By a few, I mean like more than a week. I still don't know if I'm going to be doing that like divorce show as the last three things for Radical Christmas. It might be, I guess it'll be on the 23rd, 24th, and the 25th. I might do that Chinaverse series then. The 25th might even be live. We'll have to see. I'm thinking about getting new internet tomorrow, or like attempting to get the internet tomorrow, and then it'll probably be there the next day. We'll see. And then like I could really do stuff because this internet has been fine that I've been using, but the upload is horrendous. And I see that I can get better upload, better download for basically the same price from a different company now, where I'm living, whereas I wouldn't have been able to do this before. So might try to do that. Tomorrow we'll see. I got no hater segment today because I haven't gotten any hate comments because I haven't really done anything controversial, I guess. But there will be Radical Break. Of course, it's going to be Radical Break. These are like the best videos for Radical Breaks because the videos, like these confession videos, have spots in them that are disconnected, so you can just stop in between and do that. But I really want to play Horror Simulator. We're gonna go ranting for a while, just if you just want to skip. I mean, I'm pretty sure everyone skips these things all the time. Anyways, like nobody listens to what I'm saying. But yeah, I've been playing Horror Simulator, obviously, for several days on the channel, just as its own little videos. I also have done it in a Radical Break before as well. That one video we did it like multiple times because I wanted to get a win. But I was playing the free version because you can play it for free, but you only get like one map and that's it. Though last night I was like, you know what, it's on sale now today because of Christmas time. I'm gonna buy it. And so I did. So I bought the full version last night, and I haven't actually played it since, just because I don't want to do any of that stuff not on camera. So we're going to go in and try one of the new maps for the first time in this video as well. I also got a link to get 15% off the game, possibly even further if you use the link that I have. I posted in my the post section. What is it even called? It's just called a post. I posted it in my posts that I have a link that you can click on if you want to get 15% off of it, and I get $1 back allegedly if you buy the game through my link. So if you somehow have a MetaQuest and you want to play the game or even play with me, it's just let me know that you bought it, I guess, and I'll see what we can do. But yep, that's a link in my post if you want to go check that out. The latest post, it went up at around 6 p.m. my time. This video goes up at 8 p.m. So if you're watching this the moment it came out, I posted that 2 hours ago. Anyways, let's get into it now. I've been talking for 5 minutes now. mean, less than 5 minutes because of the intro, but still. And then we can, of course, skip past the eating after the intro.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Stephanie, and today we are back with another mukbang! So
Also, this is called a nuclear mukbang. I don't know what that means. Because looking at this food doesn't mean anything to me about nuclear, but anyways, we'll skip to the actual stories. Right, this is roughly where she's about to begin, I think. 7 whole minutes into the video. I mean, this video is 50 minutes, so this is going to be a long one. I'm probably not going to make the 8 o'clock time, because it's 6, like I was saying earlier, so this video is going to be over an hour, especially with Horror Simulator, and I don't know how long that's going to take. So we could be here all day, and that's why we're not going to make it, so this video might be late. I'll end up saying if the video's going to be late, though, as a post. Yeah, 7:40.
head over here. I have a Google Drive linked in the description. If you have a juicy confession, leave it.
Also, I'm assuming just all this food is just really hot.
Hey girly, I wasn't going to share this story, but after watching those first 2 videos, I said, why the hell not? Because I've never told anyone this in my entire life. I'm a musician, and while I work on writing and producing my own songs, I've taken on a few jobs to push me through over the years. Right before COVID happened, I was 20 at the time. I was working as a job as a private assistant, or personal assistant / secretary for this man at a very businessy business. Oh, what's going on there with that businessy business?
Are we really doing this Wattpad stuff already?
It was a shared position, so I was only in 3 days a week, and this man had a main personal assistant that handled most of the bigger tasks. Anyway, that's not important. So this man is 29 years old, and to be honest, he is fine. Like exactly what you think of when I say son of a rich CEO that has lived off daddy's money his whole life.
Ooh.
Nice.
But the only thing is, he was an asshole. He never made eye contact.
Of course.
Yeah, of course. Never said thank you for anything. And I don't even remember him using my name once for the first 6 months of me working there. Oh my god, please tell me you f***ed him. Come on.
What?
Please tell me you f***ed him and you made him your bitch. You started slapping that bitch around. What's my name?
Is that what you wanted?
What?
You wanna get
No!
slapped? Yeah, bro.
I'm just saying, that's where the story, the vibes are leading me, okay? I have to put my knee up. I don't know if you can see it. One day, he had a meeting with one of his dad's old friends, who's maybe in his 60s.
I forget what she said about that. She puts her knees up when she's comfortable, question mark. Like she has that's a bad habit or something. I don't know. I remember her saying that in one of these videos. Recently, question mark.
Oh my god, tell me you f***ed him too! Just kidding. Not sugar daddy
I don't know what she said.
friend who's maybe in his 60s. Oh my god, tell me you f***ed him too! Just kidding. Not sugar daddy material, unfortunately. The complete opposite. Anyway, I'm doing my usual thing, offer the guests tea, coffee, or just seeing if they needed anything, and I can already feel this 60-year-old man is eyeing me up. He's actually making me a bit uncomfortable, but I just ignore him and set my boss's coffee cup on his desk. Before I have time to leave the room, this man says something along the lines of, and it all happened so fast the little details kind of blur in my mind, to the boss. I don't know how you get anything done around here with things like that working for you.
Oof.
What?
With that? Oh.
He's calling the girl that thing.
Things like that.
Oh my god, this is like the most misogynistic.
Yeah.
And
Mind you, he's still staring at my bare legs like a creep. My boss's expression goes stone cold, and I pretend I didn't hear anything as I gather what I needed to take out. My boss says something along the lines of, I don't know what you mean by that. The old guy laughs and starts talking about how he just hired a new Asian assistant because the last one he had was Scandinavian and he wants something new. He then says, and this is the only part that is still clear for me, if that one has any free time, send her to my office. I'll find something for her to do.
This old, dirty old man.
I was so embarrassed that I scooted out of there as fast as I could, but I could hear my boss's voice get so cold as he asked him to leave. My boss sounded so disgusted and angry, and at this moment, I was honestly scared of him as well as the old guy because I've never seen him this mad. He kicks the old man out of his office, all the while I'm sitting in my chair pretending I didn't hear anything. My boss waits in his office for about 15 minutes before he's coming out. He never came up to my desk before. He usually buzzes us in with the intercom, but as soon as he stood in front of my desk, I burst out crying. I am such a crier, so I will even cry when my mind doesn't want to or feel the need to cry. And this man gets so awkward and apologizes for what happened and says I can take the rest of the day off. So I booked it. Anyway, the next day, I come in for work, which is about 3 days later, and he's acting so different. He's looking me in the eye, using my name, saying thank you, and just acting a little awkward in general. I assume he's just trying to be nice to me because he feels bad for what happened, and time goes on like this for a little bit. But the more he continues to do it, the more flustered I get.
are you flustered?
Yeah, I don't know if it's the beer or the story right now. I
yeah.
had a lot of attention from guys.
They were drinking beer from like a standard stereotypical like beer mug. Controversial take, beer's gross. I don't know how many people feel that way. I mean, you could argue, oh, you just haven't had the right kind of beer. Whatever. Beer's gross, alcohol's gross.
Says I struggled with confidence growing up, and I could feel myself turning into this blushing teenager whenever he spoke to me. Fast forward a month, and I will not lie to you, Stephanie, we were bordering on being flirtatious with each other. Not flirtatious enough to raise any HR flags, but the other girl that also was a personal assistant with me was definitely starting to notice something, and was getting annoyed that he was so lovely to me, but acted the same way to her, which I still feel bad about. So let me set the scene. Office Christmas Party 2019, starring Stephanie Sue, subscriber slash loyal viewer, and her boss. Everyone is drinking and getting a little bit tipsy, but not too chaotic. By the way, I'm from Europe, if you're wondering why we're drinking at an office party at the age of 20. This party is taking place at our actual office because my boss's father is cheap and would not pay for a venue. Anyway, me and the other part-time PA left our flat shoes in our desk to change when our feet got sore, and my coworker is getting a little too tipsy, so I decided to go up and get our shoes so she can be a little bit safer stumbling around, you know? Up I go into the little elevator, head buzzing a little bit, and who is sitting at their desk on the laptop with the door open for me to see?
Your dad.
The boss.
Your dad. Dad, what are you doing here? That's weird.
What is he doing in there? Question mark? Is his pants down?
Sophie. She's the boss, baby. Mr. Bossman! So me, with buckets of confidence, thanks to the few drinks, stick my head in, and I ask why he's avoiding the party. Anyway, one thing leads to another, and he offers me a glass of whiskey, and we start making...
Okay, so he wasn't doing anything weird.
I ask why he's avoiding the party. Anyway, one thing leads to another, and he offers me a glass of whiskey, and we start making out on his desk with the door open. Also, please note that at the time I was a virgin and I was practically shaking with how nervous and how attracted to this man I was.
Damn.
I had a feeling that things were gonna go further, but my boss was super respectful and made sure I was comfortable. I never told him I was a virgin because I was too nervous, and we ended up doing it on his desk.
At work?
Since the Wattpad
Dang.
never happened story.
This is so juicy.
She still got paid?
Yeah.
Hey, S. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
No, that's weird, actually.
Wow. Yeah.
That just got weird.
He said, paid and all of that. Damn, that's my type of Christmas.
That's a Christmas package.
Wow, Christmas package. Afterwards, he was really sweet, but I slightly panicked and I rushed out of there. I didn't see him for the rest of the night because I pretty much went straight home. To finish the story, Christmas comes, so everyone's out of the office. When we come back to work, I avoided him like the plague, which I feel really bad about because he was really sweet and he kept trying to have a conversation about what happened to make sure I was okay. He kept asking to meet up after work to talk, and I was putting it off for so long. Then COVID happened, and he didn't need a full-time PA and 2 half-time PAs, so they transferred us to a separate department, and I only ever saw him on Zoom once a month for company meetings. Then in May of 2020, I decided to quit to write and produce full-time, so we never got to talk about what happened. Although, one last thing, I'm in touch with the other PA who still works for him, and she said he always asks about me.
Dude didn't even give her a full-time position.
That's not true love.
Bruh, what?
That is true though. If you liked her that much.
No, why would he do that? Because that's like a imbalance of power that gets even more confusing then. Maybe he thought that if she was transferred, they would have a bigger chance, no?
But he didn't do anything.
Yeah.
Because he
reach
didn't
out
want to
her.
pressure her.
But how do you know that?
I know that.
I trust you.
Maybe I don't know that. I've never told anyone this story because I'm scared of what they will say. So my bestest friend in the whole world, who I still live with, still thinks I'm a virgin. Anyway, there's my story. I'm slightly tempted to follow him on Instagram because he's hot and I still have a small crush on him. Love you and thank you for making me laugh. Add him on Instagram, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that's such a waste, right? Just get together. It's like, Jesus Christ, wait, how old? She's like in her 20s now? Like, come on. You're not 13 to go add that guy and go be together and then get married. Yada yada yada. Question mark. Happily ever after. Like, come on. Also, how does she know her friend isn't gonna know? Now, who's to say her friend doesn't watch Stephanie as well and watch this episode and now knows that she's not anymore? Not that it really matters, honestly, though. You'd assume he would know that she was after they did it. Question mark, right? So, if he does know, that probably also weighs on his consciousness. His conscience? Well, I don't say consciousness. On his conscience. As someone who really thought about that kind of stuff in my younger years of like, oh, if you do that with someone, if you have to stay together forever because it's, I don't know. It's confusing, but some people might just feel that way where, oh, they've taken someone's innocence, question mark, and they're like, okay, well, now I have to be with this person forever. So maybe he feels that way. So that's why he keeps trying to like be interested in her and trying to get her attention. Though of course she's just being too childish is a harsh word. I'm not meaning it in a harsh way, but she's being too childish and isn't trying to like avoid him, like she said, like the plague, out of embarrassment or just nervousness, shyness, whatever. Still, again, don't let that go to waste, right? Especially in today's climate, right? Because like nobody's dating now. Everyone's scared. Well, men are scared of women. Like, again, if you can get a good one, like, don't let go, because it is bad out there, question mark.
Why not? Who knows? This could be your 50 Shades of Grey love
Send
moment.
this video to him.
Yeah. And maybe don't do that. Maybe
I
don't
mean,
do that.
she must really like him a lot. I
Yeah.
mean, it's been 3 years and...
And he's so sweet, and my toxic trait is thinking that you can fix him. He's so sweet, and he loves
Fix him? Like, what? He doesn't need to be fixed if he is nice. He saying he's mean because he's cold at work, but that's just because he's doing his job, right? That's what I'm getting out of that. He's just doing his job and taking it seriously, but he's, quote unquote, being nice to her because he likes her. So he's letting the work facade go away and being nice, possibly himself? Question mark? Who knows? Again, this is just some silly made up story, but maybe it's real. But I'm going, since we've been introduced to Wattpad or whatever the heck it's called, everything is just Wattpad until proven innocent. No, it's you're guilty until proven innocent of being a Wattpad story.
you. And sure, he's kind of an asshole, but my toxic trait is telling me you can fix him. This is Christian Grey.
Again, he doesn't need to be
He's
fixed.
Anastasia. Or should I say Anastasia? Sorry. I mean, I think so. What do you think? She should add him, no?
Yeah.
Wow.
Adam doesn't
You just
hurt.
never know.
So good. That's exactly what I needed. Thank you.
I didn't even get the joke there but until like way late. 'Cause I think that was the definition for anesthesia instead of. And I thought they were just like it was just a name. I was like, why is the name down there and the definition of the name? But I was like, oh, I think that was anesthesia.
Thank you.
Kind of a good story, though.
It's so good. It's so juicy. And a Christmas party, nothing really says holy Christmas spirit. Like losing your virginity at work.
I can't imagine that.
What?
At work, you do it at work.
It's weird because we both work from home. So are we doing it at work or are we working from home?
Yo.
Wow, look at you guys drinking beer like men. Sorry.
Again, beer's so gross. Again, maybe I just haven't had the right one, but it's pretty gross. I mean, if you get the right alcohol, then it could be fine. Like a wine cooler, that's made to taste nice. I haven't really tried enough alcohol in my life to really actually have a opinion that you could take seriously. Because I've maybe had, I don't know, one kind of beer before. I can't even remember. Mini a wine cooler, I mean, like mini a Smirnoff. In my youth, I've tried or at least smelled like the harder stuff, like hard liquor and stuff. And it's like, this is so gross. It smells gross. It tastes gross. And I'm just not that kind of guy. I guess it's just why do I want to consume something that's disgusting? Because I don't want to have my mind taken away from me. So I'm already not going to drink it for that. So if I'm not drinking it for its effect, the only thing left is to drink it for its taste, and its taste is disgusting. So why would I do either? Like, I don't want to lose control of myself, and I don't want to actively consume something disgusting, right?
These are Andrew's beer, by the way.
Oh,
He's gonna
this is
come
his
over
favorite?
and he's gonna be like, wait, where's my beer?
Sorry, bro.
The two of them, they leave beer and Coke
It's
in the
moving the
house,
mic.
and we never drink either of those.
Coke? Doing drugs? Stephanie? Doing drugs in the house? I know she means Coca-Cola, but
So my sister, she always knows there's Coke when she gets here, and Andrew always
Coke?
knows there's beer, but not anymore. This is the second story. This isn't a story, but an actual confession.
Damn.
Wait.
What a start.
I'm an incredibly tough and hard woman. I do not like to appear soft in front of my friends, who I'm not that close with, and I sometimes say silly things like, I want to be bullied, or I wish a girl would tease me. I'm a lesbian, by the way, because I've never had anyone confront me or be mean to me in my life. It's like this weird craving, but I want a girl to bully me and smack me around like she owns me. See, what's interesting is I'm trying to see if I relate to this, okay? Because sometimes... No, wait, talk about it. Hold on. Hold
You
on.
want some girl to smack you?
It's just standard way some people feel. I mean, if you're a masochist, sure. That's normal.
around
No,
and bully you?
sometimes I want a guy to be misogynistic and call me like
it's
no,
just
no,
chance.
not in
Sure.
that way, because then I have I have the opportunity to unleash this rage and fury that I've been holding on for so long, all the hatred of what's going on in the
I
world.
feel like she's
Roe v.
not
Wade.
talking about it in that way.
Oh, like, hey, you like that? Like that?
Yeah.
Okay, I like that too. Okay.
Yeah, again, she says way too much in front of him.
Well, I'm still acting really tough. So most people think that I'm joking when I say things like that. But the truth is, I really want to be soft and sensitive because I am. And I want to be hugged and coddled by a girl, but I can't. Why not? I'm a black woman and it's just expected of me to be independent and strong all the time. So I don't genuinely let my feelings reveal themselves. So while I do actually want a girl to bully me and be mean to me and make me cry, afterwards I want to be pet and caressed and kissed. And in every single relationship I've been in, I've always been the dominant one or the one who took control of most situations because my ex-girlfriends would want me to. And that's okay sometimes, but I want to be the submissive one in the relationship. Does that make sense? Yes, that makes sense.
Hey, maybe you can do that for her.
Yeah, come on over. I really can't. Like, I'm the same as her. Listen, I like it a little rough.
But you'll never like mention it or like do it.
Again, she says way too much in front of her cousin? Question mark. I'm still confused on these two, but
I can't do it. Like, I'm like her where I feel like I'm soft and sensitive. But I know what you mean. It's so tough because, like, if you live in a world where people think you need to be a certain way and then to go against it, people act so surprised and shit. Or they just won't give it to you. Or, like, you have to literally put yourself out there and say, hey, this is what I want, which is oftentimes very uncomfortable to do, you know? I like this confession time. What else?
sure, though. I mean, arguably, that's what you should be doing, right? Telling people, like, hey, this is what I want from the get-go. And just getting it out of the way now so people know what they're signing up for, question mark.
What else do you want? Hey, what's your deepest, darkest confession? What do you want, huh? You want to be slapped around? Let them know.
No, I want to be the one.
Whoa, whoa.
Oof.
Whoa.
Consensually, legally, of course.
I'm kidding, guys.
He's not kidding. That was
I mean, well, we know that Dan, they call him Dan, is a sadist. Stephanie already clearly admitted that she's a masochist, so...
I'm kidding.
that was too quick.
Bro, I'll never.
He wants to be smacked around.
Yeah. Like, what would you do if you were having the best time of your life?
Okay.
You know what I mean? Doing whatever you're doing. And she smacked you across the face.
I'll be like, what the hell? Where did that come from?
And she won't even answer you. She just keeps going at it and then smacks you again. Would you stop? Or you're
I
like, I'm
literally
in it for
don't
the
know.
Or you go harder.
Yo.
ride. Yeah, which one? He's in it for the ride.
No.
He's asking for it harder.
No, I don't know. That's tough.
Whoa. Third confession. So this was the senior year of high school, and I just turned 18 that March, and spring break was just around the corner. And basically, I had some pretty crazy and pretty rich friends, of whom one of them owned this huge lake house on Lake Travis near Austin, Texas.
I was gonna say Lake Travis, what? Says it, I was like, wait, Lake Travis. I was like, Texas? Why we always come back to Texas? I was saying this yesterday, because I know y'all are not, I'm about to be mean for a second. Stephanie was like, oh, you be mean, so I'm about to be mean. You're about to be bullied on this channel. Because I know y'all are not loyal and devoted enough to the channel that you're not watching the other videos. I see you not watching the other videos. I'm just joking, but what was it? Was it the video yesterday or the day before? One of the recent videos, I was talking about why is there always a Texas story in like these true crime stuff, like the true crime compilation videos or whatnot that you would see on like Lazy Masquerade or Nick Crowley or any of the other guys, Nexpo. And I was just saying, I think it's just because, Texas is so huge. And if we don't count Alaska, which I was making a joke of, we're not counting Alaska because it's like a bajillion miles up in Canada, not even connected to America. Most of it's probably just ice anyways, right? So we're not counting Alaska. Texas is the biggest state, again, bar Alaska, which is technically the biggest state. So just based on its size alone means you have more area for bad things to happen in comparison to the size of other places, though I guess arguably it's probably equally the same amount if you factored in size, like it's the same amount of crime per square foot or whatever you want to say, per square mile. It's just a big place. It's much more likely to have a story come from there. So even though this is probably not true crime or anything, it's just, here we go again, Texas brought up. I think I've been to Lake Travis, question mark. I don't really know. I want to say I have, but I don't. I genuinely don't know. Because I haven't really been out of where I live that often. I couldn't even tell you all the different other cities I've been to.
Wow,
Wow.
very wealthy.
Because they were just field trips usually.
Background on this friend. This friend was the absolute life of the party. She was an only child, and her dad was an oil tycoon or something like that. But anyways, this girl
Dang.
was loaded, and her parents were never home. So you just knew it was going to be a wild time when she threw a party. And for spring break, she was inviting us to her family's lake house, for which we would have all to ourselves. So spring break comes around. I told my parents that I would just be at the friend's house for a couple of days, and that we were going to be all good and all that jazz, And yeah, so they let me go. And the second I hopped in my friend's car, we drove straight to Lake Travis. We finally get there, and it was around 8 p.m., and the party was just starting. There were so many people, and just know I was doing everything I promised my parents I wouldn't do. I ended up getting so wasted and eventually made my way on a rope swing that people were jumping in the lake with,
Jeez.
and did that about 80 times throughout the night.
It's been really fun.
That's when you know you have so much energy, because think about that.
Again, if I've been to Lake Travis, I feel like I'm just implanting false memories in my brain, but I feel like I've seen these like these rope swings like at Lake Travis. Like if I've been there, because I don't know if I have. I've been to a lake in Texas. I just don't know if it was Lake Travis. If it was that, then I've possibly seen literally the swing that they're talking about in person. Oops.
That's the most
Those things are
embarrassing.
so scary.
Yeah.
Oh,
The thing,
The
you jump
tree?
into the water?
Yeah.
Have you tried that?
No.
Bruh.
They're
I don't think
scary.
I'll ever.
And like the most embarrassing thing is on those things, like the walk back up. It's like when you're on a slide and you have to do the little circle back
That's
up.
the worst part.
So embarrassing. Something about it is just embarrassing. It's like I feel like if aliens are watching us, they'd be like, these dumb humans are on a loop.
It's like when you see dogs chase after a ball and then bring it back. Chase after a ball and bring it back.
Yes, something, okay? So they were doing that 80 times throughout the night. I was having such a fun time. The music was blaring. The vibes were good. But then this is when everything goes downhill. So it ends up that a huge you're too smart for me. That a huge cacophony,
Oh, I was like, what? What's she trying to say? Cacophony? Like, hello? Cacophony.
of loud music and underage drinking kids really attracts the police. 2 cop cars pull up in the driveway and all shit breaks loose. People start running into the backyard yelling, the cops are here! And mind you, I was very zonked. So all I remember is a storm of kids running down the street and into the bushes while Party in the USA by Miley Cyrus is absolutely
Oh, this is the cop. This is the. I just barely realized this is probably the story that has to do with the title here.
zonk. So all I remember is a storm of kids running down the street and into the bushes while Party in the USA by Miley Cyrus is absolutely
Hey.
blasting out of the speakers. One of my friends tells me to start running and trying to get the hell out of there. So her and I start bolting down the street. By this time, there are now a whole swat of cop cars circling the streets and just catching kids.
Are they like barefoot?
It's like that game of.
'Cause that would sucks running down the street barefoot.
Behind me, and I start marathon running to the nearest bushes and Olympic high jump myself into someone's yard. I landed. These descriptions.
So good.
I landed straight into some hedges and scraped my legs from the knees down. I was just squatting in there in absolute fear, praying that they wouldn't find me. So this is where everything goes even more downhill. After doing a whole triathlon, I'm having trouble recatching my breath. This is when I start feeling like I'm gonna be sick. I start exorcist vomiting everywhere. I'm now such an easy target for the cops to find me. And they do exactly that. I get taken in, put in a police car with like 6 other people. They drive our asses straight to the police station. And at this point, I'm sobbing because I know they're gonna call my parents. I'm doing
What's gonna happen to this person's yard? Because they didn't clarify where they were, but is that person just gonna wake up or whatever, go outside and just see just exorcism all over their yard and not have a clue what the heck happens?
doing jumping jacks in this waiting room trying to sober up.
Jumping jack? What did you like? Throw up? I like how she's thinking. Like,
Me too! I'm feeling pretty hopeless and dreading having my parents drive 3 hours to pick me up and ground me till the end of the school year. I'm contemplating my life thinking, Mom and Dad can't know about this, I'm done for. And I start thinking what I could do to get out of this. And I got an idea. 5 minutes later, an officer comes into the room and asks us for our names and stuff. And when he comes over and asks me, I just nonchalantly go, insert absolutely fake first and last name.
she out of her mind? Is that illegal?
Why did you do that? And officer, I really need to use the restroom. I feel sick, which is honestly partly true. And by the grace of God, he just lets me walk down the hall to the restroom. In hindsight, I'm pretty sure he just thought there was another officer there, and I'd be supervised because he said something like, "Walk down the hall where something something officer is." But to my luck, there was very much no one there. So I calmly walked down the restroom. I turned the corner. I tried to find the nearest exit. I walked a little ways down the next hallway to a back door, and just risked setting off a potential alarm. She opened the door. There, of course, was an alarm.
It was?
Yeah, of course. I have nothing to lose. I just run to the corner of the street and start running into a forest trail. I'm running.
Prison break! Freaking prison
Yo,
break!
call 911. What's her name? Call 911. Bro, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's one of those stories that's like, really, does that really happen? But it's probably plausible. I'm saying that after completely saying this Wattpad story at the beginning didn't happen. But I feel like I believe this more than this, especially because it's from Texas and she's naming Texas places that I've potentially been to, so.
I'm running in absolutely fight or flight mode and running progressively deeper and deeper into the forest. Plot twist, she gets lost and calls 911.
And then the police takes her home.
Again, what is she wearing? Because they were at the lake. I would assume they're in like swimwear. Like, what the heck are they wearing if they're being busted mid-party? You should be like easy to find, right? Just girl in swimwear who's possibly even barefoot, running around the streets, the forest.
The same police.
I was in absolute darkness at this point. I could only see 2 feet in front of me, so I was just looking at my feet while running. Finally, the trail spreads out and I see streetlights about a yard away. I am now pretty familiar with this area and know that I ran a good 2 miles from where the police station is. I finally felt safe enough to calm down and try to figure out what the hell I was gonna do. I ended up chilling in a ditch.
What?
That's just a really weird set. I ended up just chilling in a ditch for a while until the sun rose. Luckily, I had my phone in my pack sack at the lake house and was able to go back quickly the next day to go get it. That is when I called my friend from home to pick me up, and I was gonna stay at their house for the next 2 days because that's where my parents thought I was the whole time. So after being able to calm down from this experience, my friend dropped me off at my house that Sunday, and my parents asked me how it was. And we just chilled and watched movies and stuff. Miraculously, they brought it up and even told me that a bunch of kids my age got arrested that weekend at a party, to which I replied, yeah, those people are just trouble. Oh my god. She said, Stephanie and Stephanieance, if you read this, I want to thank you for helping me through a lot of the past couple years. Did we help you through this prison break? Because I don't know how I feel about that one. I've been watching your videos for so long, and I just want to thank you for everything. You're truly amazing and lovely people. I love you.
Yeah, when did this happen though? Was this like recently, or was this like in the past? 'Cause I was like wondering, like, was this in the past? Would I have been there? But I don't know. I don't think so.
You're crazy.
No, for real though.
But you're
You're
crazy.
so brave.
Wow.
So admirable.
So courageous.
Yeah, she got away with it. Yeah.
I think it was like the sheer confidence.
Yeah.
To give an
Crazy,
absolutely.
bro.
Why would I think you would do this, babe?
Me?
Yeah.
Nah, I can't see her doing
Yeah.
Nah.
I feel like with the sheer amount of fear.
Wouldn't she just have like a emotional breakdown? Even thinking about doing this?
You have, I just take the chance and then like, you know.
Deal with it later.
No, not deal with it later, but you will find opportunities to get out. No, you don't think so?
Hey.
You think you will just stay there?
I think I would pull out. I want my lawyer present.
Shut up.
Isn't there CCTV though in the building?
Oh, yeah.
Even he was like, shut up.
And then there's an arrest warrant.
But I don't think they're going after a little
kid.
kid, you know?
Until they are.
Until they are. And then you know what I have to say about that? What about these unsolved murders? What about these cold cases? What about these cold rape cases, huh, sir? You really going after her for doing a little underage drinking and going off a rope swing 80 times? That sounds like a pretty tame high school party, okay? She's
Yeah, sure, but though they're getting completely wasted next to water, which means they're risking their lives via drowning. So we could have like an entire gaggle of kids drown, and that's obviously not good.
rope singing. It's like peak fun, peak young innocence. Let it be. Now, next confession.
Okay, well that's where we're gonna hit our radical break because it's right after the title story and it's basically halfway through. So we are going to radical break into Horror Simulator, which is I've been waiting to get into this. Because again, I didn't play it last night. I bought the update and, well, I bought the full game, and that's it. I didn't actually play anything because I didn't feel like recording at the time. I think I went to sleep right after that. But yeah, we are going to go to our radical break. All right, we are back for the radical break. I was just saying the alcove too. I have my place set up where we have this big open space with this little section here. This is where my computer is, so my chair would be like there, and then monitors are way over there. Like it would be about there, like I'm touching my monitor, one of them, and then that's where the second one is. Okay, we are in Horror Simulator. We're probably going to be doing a bunch of walking around first, just talking about stuff. The game probably looks a bit better because I do have side quests increasing the resolution and all that since the last time I played, but that's what I've been referring to in one of the Horror Simulator videos where it says better graphics or something like that. Better quality is that I have the literal resolution cranked so it actually looks better. I don't know how you play games without them being boosted on the quest because it just does not look that great. They added a basketball court in here. This wasn't here the other day. Like this is a brand new update that was here either happened yesterday or the day before, where they just added this basketball court, which you can actually play with the basketballs and, like, you know, shoot them. Like my hand actually hit it there, you know, like that. But we're not here for basketball, we're here for spooks. Where did I want to go? The items. I want to go over here real quick. Because this is where the clothes are at. Because I have a full game, I actually have a lot of money. I just spent most of it on items to be used. So you have like 1,000. I can basically buy whatever I want in here. Why are the things all over? That's weird. Looks like this stuff is bugged right now. Yeah, just making sure. I changed the model because you get this for buying the full game right now. I don't know if it just changes or what, but I noticed that they have some. Let me just spin around so I'm talking this way. They have some, like, you see the clipping that's happening right there? They don't know how to make models properly because that shouldn't be happening. So if they see this, hey, I can fix that. I know what the problem is there. I'm surprised they actually let that like go through into the final version of the game. I don't know what happened to all the hats they can wear, because usually I would like want to grab a Plague Doctor mask. I think this just loaded weirdly. So we're gonna go in. We're not messing around. We're gonna go in because this video is gonna be pretty long as is. And we're gonna go on like maybe like difficulty 3, nothing too crazy. So difficulty 3, and we're gonna go on the factory of Cebu, which kind of looks like a sewer. I basically played this into the dirt, like this first map, because we played on every difficulty in like the playthrough that I'm doing. So we'll go in on Cebu. There's also, is this crazy mode? Crazy mode, which is its own thing, and then hell, whatever this is. We'll have to see that one day. I don't know if that's just its own level with specific mechanics or what. But yeah, Asubu on difficulty 3. Alright, so what do we have over here? Everyone live, I'm the only person here. I probably remember experiences an event that probably will happen. Flip switching. Because I bought a bunch of stuff with the, I don't know what they're called, the balloons, we can actually have a choice of options here. The sanity thing, the Bible. This slows them down. I don't know if I actually have to blow on it. That's weird. This is supposed to distract the bottle and interfere with their pursuit. Sure. This lets you talk to the ghost. It lets you communicate with dead people, dead teammates, but it's like, okay, why would I use this when I can use the bell, right? Revive fallen teammates. I mean, they cost the same amount, it's just this is only one of. You can do this 3 times. I'm guessing if you run out of revives, you can use a walkie-talkie. You have night vision. This is the map, which... Is there an up and down? Why? I guess I'm not close enough. Okay, there's 2 levels. This already looks huge. And then that is like, Jesus, like... Is it kind of what I wanted? And then we have lollipops, which make you run faster. For a certain period of time. I might grab a lollipop at some point. We'll have to see. Let's just go ahead and get our stuff set up. Now, these always give me trouble. I guess just put it, like attach it, like really far away from you, and then it'll work. Just go with the standard stuff, which is always this. I'm trying to keep it in vision, because I can see way more than you can, obviously. I have both eyes, plus a lot of both eyes are being cut off, because you're just seeing a rectangle of my vision, and I have a full circle. This is usually my strategy. Take as much as I can in the backpack, then take these two, and I'll leave the conch here. And the conch might be better, just because. Okay, there's no other side over there. In the first map, if you go that way, there's a dead body with a headlamp on it. Okay, so we have no... Actually, let me see where the switch is. I think it's there. That's where the switch is at. Or is that the entrance? Now, this is where we're going to come in at. And that's the switch. So we need to come into the door and take a right. to the left. I mean, you could just take a right and then follow the path and then go down there and then the second door. And this is just a single door rather than a double. Okay, we need to take a right? I don't even remember yet. We were supposed to take a right. This is already better than the first game, the first map. Like, this is sick. Yeah, then we keep going down this way and it's there, I think. The yellow. Can you go down there? I mean, I think if you fall down there, you're dead. Just assuming. I'm assuming that's a hazard. If those even exist in this game. Yeah, there's a switch. Is there a light switch in here? Okay, they at least have different models than the house. Light switches. But now we gotta figure out where the ghost is. Which you can't really do that without looking around and trying to find them interacting with stuff. What, already? I don't even know where it's at. I think if I just, like, yeah, move around, that should be fine. Just audio. Because I was checking this. I have no clue how big this place is. This is stairs? Stairwell? I don't just assume everything is just upstairs by default. Running water? Sound like that's coming from up there. Someone's being electrocuted. Guess so, wait. I mean, this is locked off, but there's not even anything to go back there. Okay, nothing. I want to go upstairs, I think. Guy's getting electrocuted again. Oh, that's cool. Ward. What? N2? Maybe? I wonder if I can pick that cleaver up. Where? There it is. Shoot. It's chasing for a long time. Okay, good. It can only chase for so long. Before it gets tired. Toward N1. Okay, so I don't see anything. I probably should just drop this somewhere. The best place would just be in the middle of this, but there's 2 stories here are a problem. Because I can't let that fall through the ground. So if this thing is in a room, so this you can maybe get like see this like a thermometer to try to find the room. Okay, didn't go backwards, but that's we're hoping that. This ghost, this demon, actually has sloth, because I think this is sloth, right? We've been attacked like multiple times already, despite not actually finding the room. This door's open. I have to assume that this is... Shoot. This may be the room. Just leave that there. Now we gotta go downstairs. Now, what if we could jump down? I mean, it doesn't look like it. Now I gotta find the stairs. I left the rose in one of these rooms too. Stairs is this one. It's actually right next to the stairs. It is. Shoot. Don't know where it's at. Okay. This door opened. Doesn't mean it's here though. It did touch the door though. No. I want to go back to the elevator. Easier said than done because I'm slightly lost. What is this? Shoot. Oh, this is dead end. That's not good. It was close because the light started flickering. I've seen those arrows. Again. Oh. I didn't see anything, so oof, I guess. Dead. Yeah, that is a hard map to do, especially if the thing's not doing anything, right? Oh, why am I in the wall? What the heck? Yeah, we died. We got $60, which is kind of weird. I mean, I guess it's from the achievements, so that's why. But still. Because it's weird to get money from not doing anything. Do we go for another one, or do we just end? We can go for another one. We can make it easier, but let me look at the items. Did I just buy all the items? Because some of them I haven't bought, because I don't know what they do. to the pill. You turn into a demon. Don't know what that'll do. Rocket, I don't know what that does. And then there's this thing at the end, which changes your voice, which, again, who cares? It'll give us more information when we're actually in a game about what those do. If you're actually playing with other people, it's being like much easier just because you don't have to take everything. Like I take everything with me at once. I don't have any like defensive items I can take with me. I just have to go in there raw. I think I'm gonna leave it on 3. Still, let me hear some clicking. I'm just adjusting the head. Alright, once more, onto the breach. Why am I in the wall again? So, like, what are the easiest things to do so we can take something with us? Oh, let's read what they do. What is the purpose of this? Filled with helium that temporarily increases movement speed and changes your voice when inhaled. Why wouldn't I just use a lollipop? This is a joke item. Because you're taking it to get slightly faster, but then to sound funny to your friends. That's like friend slop. Which, you know, where are the friends at? Huh? Right? So I don't really need that. Unless you run out of lollipops, I guess. Pill can turn into a demon's companion for a short time. So you turn into a companion. Does it mean it won't attack you, or what? The rocket, what is this? Non-harmful mini rocket that can propel the user forward a certain distance after use. Okay. So this is a dash. Okay, interesting. So you have a dash, become a companion, which means maybe it won't attack you. We kind of need one of these. We only get one, though. We only need one. What is this again? It can release a light that causes pain to the demon, slowing down its movement speed when nearby. So slow down. But the sage, or yeah, blind nearby demons for a period of time, deprives the sight of demon. But can it still kill you? Because in Phasmophobia, which this game's trying to like slightly copy, burning this would stop it from killing you because it can't see. Right, so as long as this is burning, you wouldn't be able to be killed. Is it the same for this game or no? Let's just go standard deep, see if we can just find it. I might just take the conch. That might be a smarter move than any of the other stuff. Like, if I had to like think about it, this, and I don't know what out of these. I guess that is like the easiest things to use. I mean, that's not really that you can't use unless you can see your breath. There's no point having it until you can see your breath. That you need the light. So maybe that's better. And we don't have to take this stuff. But I would like to just have it. But like if we're trying to be professional, like maybe Sage or Bible or something. Bible's not really expensive or something that keeps you alive 3 times. Especially with someone who has this much money. If you can even see that, 'cause I need to make sure that I'm like looking at the square of like my eye. Because again, I can see so much more than what y'all can see. Because you're literally just seeing like what, like 50% of my right eye? So you're missing the entire left eye plus 50% of the right eye. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do any of that. Let's just grab this and you your situational. Can I? Okay, this only has like one way to hold it. It doesn't have dynamic holding on that, if you want to call it that. I didn't see where the box is. It's to the left and then left again. It's deep. They need spray paint, actually, in this game. That could be sprayed on the walls so you don't get lost. Just back up so you stop seeing my boundary. Okay, this door's open. I know it's off in the corner over here. That's where the lights are at. But I keep hitting this. So it's A1. Oh, it just says exit. You can see that says exit. But what I want to do, actually, let me just put this down. I'm gonna have to drop this on the ground. Just have this in my hands. And just holding it to my ear the entire time. And that's not gonna do anything. She's still gonna catch me, yeah. So they look like me. Which means they're a ghost that likes to look like. They like to transform into people. I don't know if this counts as like the lights on. I'm just holding it to the ear just in case. It's kind of like the parabolic thing in Phasmophobia, where if there's a banshee in the game and you take the parabolic thing, you can just be like, okay, I heard singing in the parabolic device. That means this is a banshee and we can leave. You don't even have to use any of the other clues. It's just like, oh, yep, this is a banshee. I guess unless it's a mimic, I guess maybe a mimic could literally mimic the stuff. I don't know if that was my door or what. So we have a ritual happening here. Bloody cup. An Aethon, I think is what it would be called. That guy, don't say that guy's name out loud. Missed opportunity. The bathroom doors aren't openable. Where is that happening at? Bathroom again. This is not a bathroom. I guess this is an insane asylum. I'm just like realizing this is supposed to be an asylum, I think. See the little lights over there? I was able to see that for a second. What's going on over there? The heck? This filled up. Okay. It's not good. I can't hear anything though. No. I can grab this. Not that it's gonna do anything. So I already see how this is gonna be like really hard. Like, you might want other people with you. Though I don't have anyone on the quest. It's very niche, I would argue. Like VR is still niche after all these years. Conch isn't picking up anything. Shoot. Oh, that's just the one that probably... Yeah, that's just the attack. I don't think that was anything. Yeah. That still speaks, but... I cannot find this. It's like back to the beginning when I first started playing. Could not find this thing. There's just too many rooms. You need more people. Which is fine. I mean, we're on like a time crunch here. Otherwise, I would be fine just doing it. I would probably just do this on a live stream. Actually, I kind of want to do that. So if anyone's even here for this, let me know if I should be live streaming this. Just to see. Okay, cleaver is real. Fire extinguisher? Not real. Nothing from the conch. Oh, we've circled. Maybe it's downstairs. Well, I mean, I'm going downstairs anyways now. I think it's behind me. It's dead end. Ah, it's a kill. I was hoping I could do something. This stuff moving? I don't know if that would do anything. Stuff was moving. Oh, there's my dead body. Well, it was hunting, so I feel like that means it's the one that moves stuff while hunting. Mara. I don't know if that is or not. Yeah, we got nothing from that. I mean, poor showing for the video, but you know, what can I do, right? It's just unfortunate that we couldn't even find a single clue in that place. It's just too hard. I mean, I should have turned the difficulty down to 1. If I turned it down to 1, I could probably easily find out what the thing is. Yeah, we will probably be doing more videos of this. I just wanted to like play this for a bit during this video, but I'll just end up doing the entire factory part 1 through 5 in a video or something, or we're gonna stream it. I don't know. I would love to try to stream this and just do that, just running through this in a stream. So we'll see if that ends up happening. And now I have to like walk over to my computer, which is over here. You can see the thing coming up, and then we'll pause and be right back to our regularly scheduled entertainment. Alright, we are back after getting bodied by some demons in Horror Simulator. You know, all of one of you watched that. Unfortunately, we couldn't really do much. We were checking out the new map, which I think was like an asylum. It's like a weird map, because it feels like a sewer, but it's like an underground asylum. You know, like they just happen to put a sewer, or not a sewer, put an asylum down in a sewer. Is kind of what I'm guessing they were going for. Sewer plus asylum. The map's cool. It's just really hard to like play by yourself, I think. There's so many rooms to check and so many things to hold on to try and check those rooms. So yeah, unfortunate, but we will end up getting wins in the game in actual videos. Again, I was saying maybe I should stream me trying to play Horror Simulator. Instead, like that would be pretty good, or like just trying to do that. We'll see what happens. Anyways, let's get back to it. We should be moving on to the next thing, right?
My confession is I was having sex and I was playing music on YouTube.
Okay.
Huh? What is that even? Huh?
What?
Great start.
And I forgot to put it on repeat. So your video came on and he was pissed.
What?
It killed the vibe. We broke up. Whoa.
Oh.
my
You know, it's
Okay, I think I can understand. They're doing it, listening to music. Her video came on, and well, I mean, she already explained it. Like it killed the mood, I guess, so much that he was like, "Okay, we're broken up," which is weird.
It's so funny. I always get messages like this in DMs.
Stephanie's voice is a boner killer.
Yo.
Oof,
No.
oof. Probably that probably secretly hurts. I mean, her husband just said, you know, her voice is unattractive. I mean, he's joking, but you have to argue like deep down that probably hurt. Right? That was like a critical hit.
Like, it's always like, I love you so much. My husband hates that I watch you. He thinks your voice is fucking annoying.
No.
But I love you anyway. I think I'm just a husband repellent, if I'm being honest.
Nah, the husband's just jealous.
His whole confession. Your video came on and he was pissed. It killed the vibe. We broke up. But I still watch your videos. But it's okay, Biss, because he was cheating and you're my number one.
What?
I love you so much and your fam. And Tiff's friends. Y'all make my day. No lie. I found you in a weird time, but I will never forget the day. The Lord blessed me with you. Happy Easter.
That was so fast. I almost want to see that's like the youngest Zoomer who's legally allowed to tell us that they were doing that. Is Gen Alpha, is the oldest Gen Alpha able to legally have relations? I don't know. If so, I would argue that was like almost a Gen Alpha with how like quick and snappy just that confession was.
Hey.
What?
She's the loyal one.
Just no build up, just
Wow.
straight to
Yeah,
it.
I do be kind of. I have got. Yeah, my voice is.
My
Okay.
voice is like really
No,
good.
it's
You
great.
know, I am doing this new thing. I don't know if you guys noticed it, but I'm trying to develop a deeper voice
Why?
because I think it's better for podcasts. But you know, I will say if
I don't know, is it? This was 3 years ago, so I don't know if she's actually done that or not. I can't tell.
Better for boner.
but I will say if I go into this deep tone after about an hour, I feel like I'm
It's hard, right?
swallowing needles.
Oh, shit.
The rest of the day, I feel like I have strep throat.
But at least others are not like hearing needles.
Exactly,
Yeah.
and that's all that matters.
Hey, do your deepest voice.
Hello.
Oh, yo, if you talk like that on a podcast, oof.
No, I talk like this. Okay, ready? I'm gonna read the next one in a podcast voice. This is confession number 5. One day, I was going out to eat with my, at the time, boyfriend. I didn't do a voice warm up yet, so it's actually really hard all of a sudden.
I'm not used to it.
It's like getting my voice.
It barely changes. I don't, how is it that's so difficult? I mean, to me, it just sounds like literally the same. Question mark. It's not even like a deeper voice. It's just her cadence is different. The way she's speaking is different. Question mark.
Ready. One day, I was going out to eat with my at-the-time boyfriend. Now, my ex for good reasons. He had just gotten off work and he had picked me up. We had our lunch, made our way back to the car. He then insisted that I go down on him, if you know what I mean, while still in the car. I was reluctant, but me being young and not sticking up for myself, I went ahead and I agreed. Now, let me set the scene for you. The thing is, I can already imagine the scene. The movies make it seem so good, but I just really don't want to go down on anyone unless you're freshly showered. Like, it's just, like, it's got to be such a unique, sexy experience. Like, you better have just wooed me. You better have just, the romance must have been so thick and so steamy that I'm like, I can't even wait. Otherwise, I can and I will wait for your daily shower. Thank you. It was a hot summer day. Man's just got off work. He was wearing some tight he was wearing some tight-ass jeans. It's because you
I was gonna say what, some skinny jeans. That was skinny jeans.
No.
Why was your podcast voice?
This should already set this should already set the tone for you. As soon as he unzipped them pants and I put my head down there, the smell of boiled, rotten eggs filled my nostrils and burnt the hair straight off my eyebrows. I didn't have the heart to tell him his shrimp stank, so I proceeded with giving him the guac guac wombo combo 3000. Anyways,
Walk, walk.
the guac guac
Wombo combo?
wombo combo 3000.
Bro.
But this is some next level not the wombo combo.
Now, what is the wombo combo?
It's like the skewer of hell, you know what I mean?
Like, okay.
Now, keep in mind, we had just finished lunch and smells were smelling. And I had a full belly.
Oof.
But I had to power through. Because I ain't no weak bitch.
Let's go.
But I also don't know how to stand up for myself and say no, lol. Literally me. Literally as Mans comes to a finish, literally, the smells and the heat and the taste and the consistency all hit me at once, and I couldn't take it anymore. My body could only resort to one solution, and that was to throw
I wanted to stop her for that, but
up on his shrimp.
That was
oof. I mean, I feel like we all saw that coming, but
worse.
Still in my mouth. I tried to swallow not only his,
oof.
Whipped cream?
but my own throw up.
No!
Now that's what I call wombo combo.
Oh my god, I was so embarrassed and I started crying. He took me home, and at the same time, I felt bad about it. But looking back on it, he deserved that for having a stinky weenie. Bro, stinky weenies are the worst. If you can't
Now, did she actually, like, all over, or she said she was trying to? I don't even want to like go there, but you know what she said, right? So did it actually come out or not? I mean, she says he still took her home, despite that question mark event. Are they still together? I don't know if this was her boyfriend or her ex. I'm confused on that part, but
can't even take a shower, we're not friends. You gotta shower. You gotta wash it down there.
Holy.
That's, I think it's not respectful that he asked when he knew he's stinky.
Maybe
Yeah.
they should have waited.
Yeah.
Like, come over to my place.
Yeah, like I can't imagine you asking when you know you're stinky.
Yeah. Yeah,
Except
exactly.
one time, I came home after the world's worst workout in the world. I was destroyed. It was a private session. Please cover your ears. It was a private session. I'm talking like 90 minutes of pure, I was drenched in sweat. It was supposed to be a Pilates class, so I wore long sleeves and like long leggings. No, I was wrong. It was not a Pilates class. It was hell. So she put me through shit. I come back and he comes and gives me a hug and he's like, you smell like a construction worker. And I was like, oh my God, I know, it's so gross. I have to shower. And he was like, it's not so gross. And then, yeah.
Oh, I didn't hear it. What were you saying?
Yeah.
oof.
So I am allergic to stinky, but I guess he loves it. He likes that fermentation.
The onion.
No, but like he specifically said, you never smell like this. You smell like a construction worker.
Maybe I'm into construction.
Maybe he's secretly, maybe he's secretly like construction workers. I mean, I guess you don't have to be like some big old bear to be a construction worker, but that's just what I was going through my mind. Just like, but he's actually gay, and Stephanie's just the cover-up wife, and he's actually having rendezvous with big construction bears. That's the fanfic.
Anyway, yeah, that guy is stinky weenie. Confession, the next confession.
That was a good one. That was a pretty good one.
What the fuck?
What?
I drink breast milk every 2 weeks on Thursday.
Okay.
Wait, but I'm not done. I drink breast milk every 2 weeks on Thursday. I go to my friend's house to drink her mom's milk. She pays me $50 to do it. My friend
Hey, I was like, first, like, okay, whatever, I don't really care. Do what you want. I mean, you can argue, I would argue that probably a massive amount of husbands over the history of mankind have been doing that. Question mark. If you understand what I mean. I mean, they have children, it just happens, and husbands are probably getting some of that too. So I'm not gonna be like, oh my God, that's so gross. So, like, I assume that's just something that happens a lot more than you think. Question mark. Though he/she's getting paid to do it. I mean, why not, right? Unless it's gross, then I would just talk about not. What's the point of consuming something gross if I don't want either its taste or its effect? But if you're getting paid to drink something gross, then maybe, depending on how gross it is.
still doesn't know, and I don't know how long we can keep it a secret.
Wait, what?
What?
That's
Oh
weird.
wait, no, the friend doesn't know.
Do it. My friend still doesn't know,
Okay.
and I don't know how long we can keep it a secret.
What?
Straight.
Weird.
Well, the question is she paying? I'm guessing him. Is she paying him $50 to drink straight out of the tap? Question mark. You actually get a question mark with that one, straight out of the tap, or out of a bottle or something.
Fetish, for sure.
Yeah. Isn't it good for you though?
I didn't know if full-grown man drinking some breast milk too.
You're right. You're right.
He's like, oh, damn it. I thought it was good for my bones, my growing boy. So the
Oh,
next
jeez.
one. One time, I was at my friend's house.
Well, also, it depends. Again, one, if he's drinking straight from the tap, but two, friend's mom almost implies that they are underage. This is philia, because we have a potential cougar preying on a minor, question mark. So they're just passing over that part. I'm guessing, it's just, usually we're not gonna pay too much attention about this stuff happening to guys generally, right? But I'm already like, wait a minute, as someone technically who has been on this end of things as a minor, being preyed on by cougars, that I mean, cougar's a strong word, just women who are adults and me being a minor. Like cougar is like a bit too old, but these are all like adult women. Like I haven't talked about this. I'm not going to talk about this stuff, but so I can easily be like, oh yeah, hey, wait a minute, that is a potentially grown woman having a minor drink straight from the tap. So illegal? Police? Hello? Question mark. But of course, everyone's just gonna be like, "Oh, I wish that was me. I wish that was me. Oh, he's such a lucky boy." Question mark. But it's still technically illegal, right? So
back in high school. This isn't just any friend to me. I really liked them, okay? I never planned to confess, however, because I'm a little bitch. So I went over, and mind you, we've been friends for over 5 years. Their whole family was there, but it wasn't new to me because I've known them. Well, except for their grandma. She never spoke a lick of English, only Korean. Now, I know Korean, like the little bitch I am to impress my crush, because he didn't know much at the time. So one time, they went to go get food. So it left me and grandma alone in the room. This was the most awkward shit ever. The pure silence with her just staring at me. I was smiling, trying to be friendly. And the cat, they called, let's call the cat Cookie. This little bitch never liked me at all. Till then, she jumped on my lap and I instantly got scared and I got up quickly. The table that I was next to had a vase full of...
What?
oof, ashes.
What?
Dildos?
A vase of dildos. Full of grandpa's ashes.
Yeah, that's what I thought. There's no way it wasn't going to be anything but ashes if she's going to have that reaction to it. I assume it was grandpa.
Yeah.
Now, if you don't know how this ends, I'll tell you.
Oh no.
It's just as you would think. I got up and it knocked all over. And it looked like you tucked the fucking beach home, bitch. Now the grandma was right next to it as well, and pure disbelief.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
And I wanted to fucking run, but then I heard them say dinner is all set, so I had to improvise and make it look like I didn't do it, so my crush won't think I'm a bitch. And I screamed everyone, and I screamed and ran over and said, the cat knocked over the ashes. Everyone was rushing to clean it up. My friend hugged me, and when I tell you the grandma was speaking in fast Korean, I mean it. From what I can translate, she was saying that I was lying, etc. No one listened, thank God, and they never found out till this day. I obviously ghosted him after high school and never talked to him again. I feel really bad about it and pray for the grandma and grandpa that passed away 5 years ago for forgiveness, worried that they might haunt me for the rest of my life.
She really just blamed it on the cat, huh?
Yeah. Wow.
I don't know if I would have the gut to do that.
Of course not. Grandma's like literally right there. She saw everything.
That was
Oh, though, why is grandpa just out in the open on a table somewhere instead of like protected in like a special place, like a shrine or something? Question mark. Why is it just out on the table, just ready to be spilled all over the place? Hello.
ballsy, but good on you.
She probably gets
What?
Like-
grandma again.
Like, to have that much confidence.
I feel like everyone here has confidence.
Yeah. I mean, just like not ethically or morally speaking, just talent-wise, like you really pulled it off. Yeah, they need to put some locks on those ashes.
Or why put it in the living room?
Yeah, remember my grandma was in our living room for a while.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I thought it was in the bathroom,
Yeah.
but it was a seaweed soup.
Yeah, he thought my grandma was seaweed soup.
I was like, oh yeah, because your mom was like, yo, be careful. There's grandma's
No.
stuff in there.
Speaking of, you're like, wait, why is there seaweed soup in the bathroom? It's a bathroom that's not really used ever, and it's near the garage, so it's really cold in there. So my mom will put closed containers, of course, of seaweed soup as a refrigerator. For reference, I'm a 24-year-old guy, and I had the most awkward college graduation ever, and it still haunts me to this day because I see Cece during social get-togethers. What's going on? Who's Cece? And it's reliving trauma every single time that I see her. This happened 3 years ago. Before the grad ceremony started, my ex-best friend, Cece, who was also my on and off girlfriend for 5 years throughout high school and college. At this point, we just stayed friends because college changes a bitch, and I was just not having any romantic feelings. Anyway, before the ceremony, we ran into her family and she introduced me to her family. And let me tell you, when I had the face crack of the century, my ass was clenched, my heart rate escalated, low-key almost had a panic attack, I had shivers, girl, I was shook. And in that moment, I just found out that the guy I had been screwing with on and off between my breakups and a couple of times I was dating my ex was her dad.
Huh? I'm so confused on what's happening. So much was said there. Was she saying that she had a Sancho on the side while she was with somebody? So she was with somebody, she had a Sancho, so she was cheating, and the guy she was cheating on was some person's dad? Huh? We gotta like hear that back. And I'm actually gonna put this to 1 speed. It's gonna sound really weird in slow motion now.
Cece, who was also my on and off girlfriend.
What the heck? Why is it? Did I go slower? She's like moving in slow motion. I mean, of course she is now, but like it feels like this is going slow motion. This is normal speed.
Girlfriend for 5 years throughout high school and college. At this point, we just stayed friends because college changes a bitch and I was just not having any romantic feelings.
Wait, hold on. Okay, go back.
Who was also
Okay, when did you start?
reliving trauma every single time that I see her. This happened 3 years ago. Before the grad ceremony started, my ex-best friend, Cece,
Okay, ex-best friend is Cece.
who was also my on and off girlfriend for 5 years throughout
Ex-best friend, but also girlfriend, but also you're screwing a guy? So, are you a guy or girl?
high school and college. At this point, we just stayed friends because college changes a bitch and I was just not having any romantic feelings.
So this must be a girl. So she's a bi girl? It's so confusing.
Anyway, before the ceremony, we ran into her family and she introduced me to her family. And let me tell you, when I had the face crack of the century, my ass was clenched, my heart rate escalated, low-key almost had a panic attack, I had shivers, girl, I was shook. And in that moment, I just found out that the guy I had been screwing with on and off between my breakups and a couple of times while I was dating my ex.
Okay, so, and a couple times while she was dating. So if we're talking about CC in this situation and not some other random person, is that when she was with CC, she screwed her dad. She screwed CC's dad. And when she wasn't with CC, she was screwing her dad.
Was her dad. Her fucking father.
Say what?
That took a turn. What?
I'm trying to process this. I'm bi.
Oh,
And,
yeah, we came to that conclusion.
you know, in college you tend to experiment and figure shit out. Yeah, that's fine, but where'd you meet her dad?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like these are the pertinent questions. But Cece did not know about my experimental explorations. This whole entire time I thought I was fooling around with some late 20s, at most 30-year-old grad student, because he mentioned he was working on a PhD. Dumb of me to assume, because you can get your PhD at any age, but he was actually almost 40.
That's still so young.
Almost 40 is not 40. Cough.
40 still young, yeah.
Do you have a daughter that's in college?
Yeah.
At least she got
20.
No.
20. Yeah, 20.
Oh yeah,
early
that's
20.
so young.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
I'm not crying. I mean,
Yeah, because you can, like they're saying, you can start having kids when you're like 20, like respectably, question mark, when you're 20, maybe 19, maybe 18. That's a bit young, honestly. 20, people tend to like to do that when they're like in their early 20s. It's supposed to be like the premium time, maybe, if you somehow have your life together already, even though like nobody has their life together at that age anymore. But having a kid at 20 used to be normal, or is supposed to be normal, so being 40 by the time your kid's 20 is normal, or even still being your late 30s by the time your kid is a teen, like a late teen ready to go to college.
I am crying because the story is getting wild, but I just put in eye drops. So in this moment, I find out that it's her friend dad, right? Anyway, good lord, God bless those Asian genes. He was half white, half Korean. We had met on Grindr after one of my breakups with Cece during my sophomore year. He did not give off dad vibes at all. Like body of a college athlete, boy haircut, confidence, knew all the millennial lingo and whatnot.
Hold on. They just said grinder. So now this is a bi man, not a bi woman, because Grindr's for gay men, right? So if they met on Grindr, that must mean that the person speaking is a man, not a woman.
Not. But like, I did not know how to even feel in that moment. I was gagged, I was shook, I was deceased, I was literally speechless when he tried to shake my hand. I saw his eyes widen when he saw me, but had no other reaction. The audacity of this man. His wife, Cece's mom, actually hugged me to thank me and was like, oh, thank you for always being there for our daughter throughout college. All the while I'm thinking, yeah girl, you're welcome for fucking your husband and your daughter, I guess. Why am I like this? Cece knew that I was acting weird, but I just told her it was just anxiety. You know, who has anxiety over leaving college? I should be excited. Dumbest thing I could ever say. My phone was going off and off and off, and it was text messages from Cece's dad. We'd never technically dated, just hung out a lot, in a lot of different places. Girl, he even took me on vacation to their summer home in Maui twice.
Dang.
Honestly, I'm more hurt to the fact that rich Cece did not ever take me there as one of her closest friends, but I digress. Well, this is awkward. Ha, this is wild. Are you okay? Relax, you look like you saw a ghost. Hello? This is what Cece's dad is texting him, and I ignored every message. Oh my god, when I met up with Cece to take some pics after, her father whispered to me, we should talk later, hugged me to congratulate me, and that hand grazed my ass. It felt so wrong, but so right. I need Jesus.
Did he actually say that?
Okay. Loki
Okay.
was more into him because that hand belonged to a six-figure salary zaddy who looked like that. Now, come on! We did end up meeting up a few times, but I quickly got over him because I can't deal with closeted guys. I now enjoy healthy, thriving, committed relationships. I wonder how many happy, married with 3 kids fathers that are out there on dating apps. Me and Cece aren't as close anymore just because we drifted apart from moving to different cities and new social circles, but we still see each other when all our friends get together every now and then. My sister and my current boyfriend are the only ones that know the secret. Sometimes I go on Grindr if we're in the same city and I still see Cece's dad on there. Even though he's no face, I can recognize that body and tattoos in the same bathroom. And my boyfriend even jokes about me having a threesome with him. Will it happen? Will they won't? Will it not? LMAO. Anything can happen, right? I just cannot get over the fact that he kept the secret of having a family so well. It's crazy to think about how you can know someone with an entirely different life that you know nothing about. Like, I went into his phone and never saw Cece's name or family pics. When I told my sister, she died laughing and said it's an accomplishment to double dip in the same gene pool and high-fived me, saying, saying he's a bag of a guy, but you're doing amazing, sweetie. I just...
I feel like it's more common than you think, right? Or at least back in the day, or like really back in the day, closeted dad? Question mark.
I can't. In May, I'm about to see Cece at her master's graduation ceremony, and I have anxiety. Yet some excitement to see her father again. Because why not? You know, sometimes you just want to live life on the edge, but your morals are like, nah, that's a double-edged sword. My mind is always like, he's your friend's father. Father, but with a dick and a 6'2".
But Cece's not really your friend anymore, so...
body like that, from father to zaddy real quick. I digress. Love you so much, Stephanie and Patricia. You guys have kept me sane throughout the entire quarantine. And I think everyone was saying Mr. Mango Butt should work on his YouTube channel.
Hey.
Oh, love you, miss. Live your best life. I feel like you're...
careful, question mark. Like, saying he should work on his channel. This guy's gonna steal her husband away.
living your best life. I'm kind of jealous.
She didn't hear what I heard. That was a threat to Stephanie, question mark. Like, she's just like, oh yeah, you're living your best life, haha, so fun. Stephanie, that man just threatened you about stealing your husband and you didn't even realize it. He's already stolen husbands before. He's about to steal yours if you're not careful.
But you know what? I wouldn't blame yourself because you had no idea. And this is the guy that's cheating on his wife. But then I'm thinking, what if I'm Cece? What would I think if I'm Cece? You know, but I'm pretty chill. I'd be like, damn.
Damn. So that even work? Like, your dad is...
I don't think I can see both of them.
Sleeping with me?
Yo. Nah, let's not imagine that.
Let's not even imagine that.
Yeah.
Last one, okay?
It's a confession, dude.
So basically...
No comments further on that, since possibly a scenario like that I could talk about, but I'm never going to talk about it.
This was a while back. I think we all have that one crush that makes us do a lot of crazy shit. Like, we made our friends walk faster in order to see them for like 0.5 seconds. We roamed the halls so we could see them in their class, etc. I hadn't had a crush in a long time at that point. The cause of it being in and out of a toxic relationship, which made it really difficult to develop feelings for any other people other than my ex. That came to a halt when I started noticing a guy that I had culinary with for like the start of my first 2 periods. Wow, you guys... Is that like home ed? That sounds fancier.
Right.
Let's call him Tim. We started talking when we had cooking competition with us to see who could impress the judges the most with our dishes. Neither of us ended up winning, but we were pretty close, even though it hurt my pride a little bit. That competition made us notice each other more. And just like a lot of girls out there, I'm the type of girl that starts fawning over a guy who shows me the slightest bit of attention. We bantered back and forth in our own kitchens and tried to distract each other so we could hopefully make the other one mess up. And we were really just getting to know each other. To shorten this up, we talked a lot. Even though it was nearing close to the end of the semester by 4 months, we really started paying more attention to one another. Let me include the fact that we only talked when cooking. So it's from Wednesdays to Fridays. So any Monday or Tuesdays, we would just look at each other from our seats and just ignore each other because we wanted to see who would approach who first. A month passes and I have a major crush on Tim. He's absolutely hilarious. He made my heart jump every single time I saw him and I heard his voice. I started dressing up more for his attention. I put on perfume every single time and before I leave class and get in front of him purposefully.
What?
Getting PTSD. Just anytime you have a crush, you got that Victoria's Secret body spray in your locker room. I think that's why I have headaches from strong scents now. I think that's how I got it.
Is that what you did though?
Yes, absolutely. And now I have to do 1 spritz of perfume. I'm done. That's enough for me. But I used to just everywhere. Since I read back then that if you have a certain scent, someone will be reminded of you if they catch a whiff of that smell anywhere else. Yes. Did you guys borrow hoodies
Sure. What, Pavlovian responses? Question mark. That's what it is, right?
from people and then spray your perfume over it and act like you didn't spray your perfume over it?
crazy.
You just act like...
No, I actually never done that. The hoodie part, yeah.
You guys are so dumb.
Oh, okay.
So dumb. If you ever let a girl borrow your hoodie and you got it back and it smelled like perfume, it wasn't just because she was wearing it. She was fucking air drying it with her perfume.
She was experimenting.
Hung up, yeah. It was like a... By that point, we're texting and he's responding to my stories on Instagram and he's very upfront. I start getting bolder with each passing day and finally, one night he responds to one of my stories about dating and he says, what does ATP stands for?
He said ATP what?
You're talking about me.
Let me look it up. At this point.
At this point, you're talking
At
about...
this point. It took way too long.
That took way too long. ATP, we're dumb. And I respond, and if I am, what are you gonna do about it? It took a while before he texted me back, but once he did, the text made my heart do a backflip. He said, why don't you meet me by the stairs tomorrow and find out? When I tell you that shit had me kick my feet and giggle like a maniac on my bed, oh my god, I was so excited to go to school the morning after. I forgot to eat breakfast since I was putting myself up and everything. When I got to school, I texted him.
Is that going to be a problem? that she's starving now?
And we agreed to meet up by the stairs near the culinary classroom. I took my time in order to not seem too excited to see him. But when we made eye contact, we just started making out the moment we hugged. Woo! This was one of the most heated makeout sessions I've ever had in my entire life. It was fierce and I felt like I was on cloud 9. It was euphoric even. The moment we heard the warning bell ring, we separated and oh God, my face was so red. I was gonna tell him how great that was. But then I heard his voice right next to my head saying, what the f?
What is it?
Wait.
Huh? Huh?
What?
What?
That confused me because he was standing right in front of me, holding my waist and looking right at me. So I turned my head around and I felt my heart drop to the pit of my fucking stomach. It was his twin. The twin was Tim.
Oh, are we saying that she made out with his twin, and then right in front of him, and he ends up seeing this happen? Did the twin do this to his to their brother?
The guy from culinary. Turns out the guy that I was texting was his twin brother. Let's call him Jim. And the only reason I had it mixed up was because he made up a username, but the profile picture was of himself. Hence, that's why I mixed him up with Tim from culinary. Basically, I had a crush on Tim, and since Jim only had a profile pic of himself and not his name in his username, I thought it was Tim. So Jim thought it was some random chick that wanted him. So yeah, I never spoke to either of them after that. Except whenever I apologized to Tim, who was literally distraught in seeing me make out with his brother, who I thought was him. We agreed to never talk about it, which I was more than happy to comply to. But I wanted to share it with you guys since I love you all so much, especially Dan Dan.
Hey, what's
that
up?
cutie.
A lot of them being hit on. Well, specifically him, and then again, I'm telling you, that man's gonna steal her husband away. But I guess possibly not, since this was 3 years ago, and they're still married, right?
Hey, meet me at the stairs.
Me, you'll be her Tim, and you'll be her Jim. No, you won't be her Tim. Why not?
I'll be her Dan.
Damn.
Damn.
That was good. I liked this. Moral of the story is, make sure you know who you're texting because you might make out with the wrong brother.
Oh my god, that's crazy. A twin, bro.
Bro, I dated a
What
twin once.
coincidence.
What just
Again, just in other ways. I wasn't even thinking about it until right now, but I mean, the twins just date both of them at the same time. It happens, right?
I dated a twin once.
Really?
Yeah, in middle school.
Middle school, come on.
Twin.
How was it?
It
was
was fine. They got in a lot of trouble for constantly switching class schedules.
Really?
And pranking the teachers. Yeah, they were like both very goofy twins. But it was kind of funny for
How'd
everybody
they
else.
know?
You can tell, like,
You
they
can
were
tell the difference,
identicals.
yeah?
So
Yeah.
if you didn't know that they didn't have a twin, I think I would be like slightly, oh, this is a little confusing, but I wouldn't be like, are you their twin, right? Because it's like so close, but just like different.
Yeah.
That is true.
But if you know that they're twins and you see them next to each other, you start learning how they look different. Like
And
what-
personality.
Yeah.
Wow, this confession was just another level, man.
I mean, I need more of these juicy confessions.
Keep it coming.
Where are our juicy confessions? Are we boring?
No, we don't have to.
Man, do we need to go experience life more?
Should
Do I
we?
need to do I need
We go
to
outside.
escape a police
Maybe
station?
I should call your dad.
Yo, chill, bro.
Ah! Disgusting. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Make sure to check out Care of, linked in the description.
Oh yeah, the ad for this video was care of, and I think the code was like Steph. Yeah, Steph Sue for her ad at the beginning. So that's gonna be it for that video today. That was pretty good. Again, this first story was fake news, didn't happen. We made it up, etc., etc. Texas one, of course, you'd argue is fake, but I live in Texas, so I'm gonna say it's real. Yeah, a lot of these were okay or crazy. Again, the last one, I mean, you could have had twins, just have both of them. Question mark. I don't even know if they're up for that. Oh, there was another one where I was like, that was a missed opportunity too. I forgot what that one was. Whatever that one was, missed opportunity. Oh, the one with the Wattpad CEO. I mean, that was the beginning one that I was saying that isn't real, right? But if it is real, well then okay, you're wasting all that, right? Like just go be with him, like Jesus Christ. Go with him, get married, what have you. Because again, I was saying, dating scene is supposed to be catastrophic. It's like literally suffering the apocalypse right now. It's post-apocalyptic even. So if you can find anybody, you need to stick to them like glue if they're good. Of course, not if they're like bad. Anyways, though, I think that's gonna be it for today. It's a shame that we couldn't actually find any, or like start figuring out what the ghosts were, the demons were in Horror Simulator this time around. But what can you do? I was playing on a higher difficulty and a new map that was pretty big to actually have to look around in as a singular person. Yeah, that's gonna be it for today. I don't know what I'm gonna be doing tomorrow. Question mark. We'll have to see. I'll have to figure that out tomorrow. Hey guys, thanks for watching. I can't stop saying thanks. Guys, I can't stop saying guys. Thanks, Kyuuties, for watching. Remember to buy my stickers. Think about becoming a member. I completely forgot to put this on in the beginning. Oof. Why did I forget to talk about it? This throne here. Yeah, thanks for watching. Remember to buy my stickers. Think about becoming a member. Subscribe. You subscribe. So we're going to watch out my subscribers. And over we have a throne, which is right there on the screen. I'm like, okay, screw it. I need a new computer. I've been using the same computer for 11 years, going on 12. It was a bad computer 11, 12 years ago, so you can only imagine that's exponentially worse as time goes on. We need a computer. I know this computer's expensive, but it's just so that I don't ever have to buy another computer for another 10 years. Or even 20, right? So yeah, have that on my throne if you want to help with that. It is crowd-funded, so you can put whatever you want. You can put $1 in there if you want. And we'll just gradually obtain enough money to buy that over time. Also, shout out to the members, EmmyStarr, RaleyDrew, and alexgkiller 880. But yeah, guys. Well, Kyuuties. I can't stop saying guys. But yeah, Kyuuties. Thanks for watching. Tune into the next episode. Like, subscribe, comment. Another do. See ya.